Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while, please don't kill me, but today's look is going to be a Muva Glam. My client wanted something soft but still glamorous for her birthday photo shoot. So here all I'm doing is cleaning up her brows, and then I'm going to grab my L'Oreal brow definer pencil, and shade it in. So when I'm drawing my brows, I do like to comb up all my brow hairs because I'm going to go directly under her brow, and it's like basically tracing. I'm going to extend my tail a little bit because when you're cleaning your tail, you don't want it to be too short and stubby because the tail makes or break the brow. So the darkest part of my brow I'm going to shade in, which is going to be the tail, and as I get to the front, I'll do the hair like strokes and then grab my spoolie and blend it out. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab LA Girl Concealer in the shade Fawn and a little bit of Beautiful Bronze. And I'm going to place it on her lids first because I am going to use that concealer as a base. And when I'm cleaning the brows, I always start at the arch because I feel like it's easier. And then I work my way to the front. So for the top of the brow, I am of course going to use foundation. You don't always have to use her exact shade. Get the shade closest to. You do not want a halo brow, so I like to use foundation for the top. The only part of the brow that I really like highlighted is the bottom. So as you can see here, I'm just cleaning up my tail. I'm not cutting it off. I'm more so thinning it out. So you want to be careful with that as well. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my buffer brush, as you can see here, and blend out my brow. So for eyeshadow today, I did grab my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, and I am going with the darkest brown that's in that palette to pack it into her crease. Once I'm done packing, I'm going to go ahead and blend, but I'm not going to blend upwards. I'm just going to blend into the crease and let the eyeshadow blend itself out. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab that light brown from the same eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to blend out the harsh edges of the dark brown. So you'll see me go back and forth with the two brushes before I go into the black. So I decided to add a little black into this look to intensify the crease and the look as well. So same palette, I'm going in with the black shadow, and I'm not using as much black because the black is harsh. So just go straight into blending, no packing. Now I'm just going back in with that dark brown eyeshadow brush, and I'm just blending out the harsh edges of the black. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my P. Louise concealer in the shade 0. So all I'm doing here is packing that concealer onto the lid to create like a cut crease, no cut crease look. So literally all I'm doing is going to form it in the shape of her actual eyelids. So it's easier to watch than easier to explain, but you'll see what I'm doing. And I'm just blending out that concealer onto her lids. I'm going to go ahead and grab another Juvia's Place palette. I don't remember the name, but I'm going to go ahead and grab that beige shade, and I'm going to pack it onto the concealer. And yes, I am using the same exact brush that I used to apply the concealer on the lids. After I'm done packing on that eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and grab my brush and blend out the harsh edges of the cut crease. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my wing liner. Literally all I did was follow the shape of her eye. It gets so much easier, and don't worry if you mess up, you can go ahead and go back in with foundation or concealer and fix the wing. I'm going to go in with my Inglot gel liner in the shade 77 to put on her waterline. Trust me, guys, when you do this, it really gives the look an extra kick, and I love it. So now I'm going to go ahead and moisturize her skin with my e.l.f. hydrating coconut spray. I'm going to push that in, and then after that we're going to go ahead and prime. So to prime her face, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love this primer so much, and I'm going to apply it with a brush. I don't really like rubbing my hands on people's faces. You can also do this with a damp beauty blender. So now it's time to apply foundation. I did use NARS foundations. The exact shades will be in the description box below. I'm applying a foundation with a Crayon Case brush, and then I'm going to go back in with my Real Techniques brush and blend it all in. Remember, you want to pat, not swipe, because it will leave streaks. So when blending out the foundation, you want to make sure that you also get under your client's chin, because that is part of their face as well. And remember, pat, 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 don't swipe. So for concealer, I am going to go in with my Tarte concealer. This is in the new formula that they have, the creamy one. Oh my gosh, it is now my favorite. I used to hate their old formula. It was too drying and matte. So I'm just going to spread it under her eyes, her chin, her upper lip, her forehead, and her nose. So to blend out my concealer, I am going to use a Real Techniques setting brush. It's same method with foundation. You want to tap, 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 don't swipe. And I always leave the under eye and the nose for last and blend out everything else first. So I decided that I wanted to brighten up her under eyes a little more, so I just went in with a brighter shade concealer and placed it under the eyes and the nose. Then I told myself that maybe we can go a little lighter, so I did grab a lighter shade from Tarte as well and placed that under the eyes and let it sit for a minute. Then I blended it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm going to set her face using a damp beauty blender. So because she do have smile lines, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I set those as well. So I did add some Dermablend translucent powder on top of the Laura Mercier just to brighten up the under eye some more. Now for contour, I'm going to grab my Black Radiance in Dark to Deepest, I believe. And I'm going to grab my contour brush, and I'm more so doing like light brush strokes because you don't want your contour to be too harsh. So I'm going to do the cheekbones and the forehead and then carry to the nose. When I'm doing my nose contour, I kind of carry it all the way up into the brow and the eyeshadow and then bring it down. As I'm blending it down, I make sure that I narrow it so the nose could be real snatched. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Maybelline Pressed powder to push in the setting powder. So I'm going to do everything except for the eyes. That's going to be left for last. And the shade that I'm using in the Maybelline Pressed powder is 355. Now all I'm doing here is grabbing a Real Techniques blush brush and I'm applying blush. Then after that I will go in and apply highlight. I'm going to go ahead and smoke out her under eye. I always feel like you should put a color shadow on the bottom, whether it's a dark color or a bright color, because it completes the look. And after that, I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara, and then we're going to move on to the lashes. I always apply my glue on the actual liner instead of the lashes. I feel like that way is much more easier, less messy, and because our skin is heat activated, the glue gets tackier fast. And you see how easy it is for me to apply the lashes. Literally all I have to do is just stick it on the lash line because of the way I applied the glue. Now I'm going to go ahead and line her lips up. I'm just using a dark brown lip liner. Then I'm going to go ahead and apply Fortune Cookie on her lips with a nude matte lipstick. Let it sit for a little bit, make her blot her lips, and then go in with some gloss. So I did go in with some gel brow. Love it. This is my favorite by e.l.f. Very affordable and it gets the job done. I'm going to go ahead and push in the rest of the setting powder under the eyes with the same pressed powder from Maybelline. So now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my gloss. I always apply on the outer layer first and then move towards the center, because sometimes when you apply it on the center, it messes up the ombre and you don't want that. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply mascara to her bottom lashes. Now I'm going to go ahead and calm the face down by spraying my Morphe Continuous Spray, and I'm going to push that in as well. And then I'm going to go in with my NYX spray and then push that in while I fan it. So yes, this is the finished look. Of course, I had to get my client right, fix her hair. But y'all, oh my God, I'm so in love with this look and she loved it as well. So until next time, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and see y'all later.